And welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2. Let's continue the story. So we just went for the search for Setsuna, who got missing. Apparently, no one knows where she is, and last time where we saw her perspective, she's been dragged into the taxi for more drinks. So I'm very curious and kind of scared of what's going to happen. So let's see if we're going to find her. Hopefully nothing's wrong is going to happen, but I'm kind of worried. Yeah, 30 people. Okay.
もう一度よく見てください。この写真の真ん中にいる女の子です。
あ、いたかな。よく似てる。めちゃめちゃ可愛い子だよね。確か人だかりができてたから。
Yeah, of course.
それです。間違いない。
Which means Setsuna definitely made her wait out of the party earlier.
あれ、ちょっと貸してください。
Oh, oh, interesting. Koharu sees something,
はい。
which also means with only clues we have, the situation only appears to get worse. Okay. Also 1 second. Background music, I think, lower. Maybe even less. Yeah, like that. Should be better.
このパーティーの幹事の電話番号わかりますよね。至急連絡取りたいんで教えてほしいんですが。
いやでもあなた知り合いですか？
Organize the phone, yeah, okay.
友達だったら電話番号くらい。
先週携帯を紛失してしまいまして、これは新しい端末で。
そうなんですか。
今日のパーティーで違法ドラッグが使われてた可能性があるんです。
Okay.
警察が捜査に来るかもしれません。
Let's just go open with this, okay. I wonder like why Koharu got like so interested in this picture. Is it only because of Setsuna, or maybe she saw someone she knew?
そうなる前に幹事と至急連絡取りたいんです。なんなら先に警察呼んでもいいですが。
Yeah. Smooth, Haruki, smooth.
わかりました。ちょっと予約表取ってきます。
Good one. My overly bold improvisation somehow managed to win the trust of the kind manager. What do you mean trust? You pretty much blackmailed him. Yeah, this is no way extortion, just a fair exchange of information between two trusted parties. Probably.
やっぱり先輩、どういうことですか？
Okay, what do you mean?
真ん中が小木曽節なんだよ。高弘くんのお姉さんだ。
Okay. So she doesn't even know how Setsuna looks, I guess.
右に映ってるの、東間和沙じゃないですか。
Wait, what?
今は関係ない話だ。余計な情報を頭に入れるな。そっちに気を取られて刹那見逃したら怒るぞ。
Wait, what? Oh, he's showing the picture of their band when they were like playing on the high school. This picture they're showing. Oh, I just realized. Okay, so yeah, Koharu, I don't want to brag, but yeah, I'm friends with like one of the most famous people in the world. Yeah. Got mad at you? Okay. Having seen yet another part of my past involving someone else, Sugura seems to have fallen into a bit of daze.
それよりも
Yeah.
今すぐコンビニ行って携帯の充電器買ってこい。機種はU。使い捨てで構わない。
Why it was beeped? U mobile model. Okay, I have no idea what kind of model of telephone they censored here. Was it supposed to be the T-Mobile or something? Disposable chargers are fine, okay. But I don't need to hide it anymore.
電池がなくなったら私のを貸しますけど。
今から着信がめちゃめちゃ重要になるんだよ。説明が必要。
He really goes out and like really showing her like his past basically at this point. I guess like he's actually trusting her enough. No. I've been laid back with her at work, but if we keep working at goodies together, she'll end up saying this side of me anyway. Yeah, so he can like, yeah, I can just like go away with this. My reign of terror as both Sato and the manager, so coin it.
お待たせしました。水野様ですね。
それです。水野隆。
こちらの名簿では水野晴彦様となってます。
自分の兄貴の名前使ってやがる。もしかしてあいつも来るか。
Wow.
店長さん、すいません。なるべくこっちで騒ぎ。
Wow. Haruki's so good at deception, holy crap.
いや、しかし
警察が来たら正直に話していただいて構いません。ほんの少しの間だけでいいんです。お願いします。
Alongside my depot, in my heart, I'm truly prostrating myself before him in gratitude. Okay, for prioritizing what I requested and not giving me any more trouble. Yep. Okay, let's see.
どうだ、ハルキ。そっちの状況は？11人と連絡ついた。2組は飲み屋で捕捉して4人が白。
Okay.
他に2人がもう帰宅してた。
He was staring at me for no real reason, but after I got her name, the whole ordeal felt like a trip down memory line.
で、
Okay.
ホテルにしけ込んだのが5人のうち2人は合意のもとだったんで解放。残り3人は
Okay.
もちろん刹那じゃなかったよ。ただその女の子ぐでんぐでんに酔ってていろいろ大変だったけどな。そうか。にしても男2かよ。最低だな。逆なら尊敬しようもの。
So Yuriko Haru let her sense of justice take hold of her and offers to take the girl to the station. Of course, she also didn't forget to give the two students from the medical department as catching scolding. It seems she really has no fear. Well, it might have been a result of my fierce exchange with the organizer over the phone, setting off some kind of switch in her.
タケヤの方は21人まで連絡ついた。
Okay.
カラオケルームにいる連中が8人、二次会20人、3人は途中で抜けて家に帰ってた。
Yeah, they take Sasana to after party apparently. She didn't want to go to karaoke, right?
21。これで全員だな。
According to the list I got cursively from the organizer, there were 33 people, including Setsa. The guys were all the medical department. The girls, according to Takeya, were all strictly picked from the other departments. The best of the best.
どっちの会場にもセツナちゃんはいなかった。まあ、奴らの言葉を信じるなら、だけど。
She wasn't in any of this place. Yeah, assuming what they said can be trusted. I don't know, we saw like, oh my god, what if like, no, they contacted everyone, right? So they should find her. Did she not, maybe she didn't enter the taxi actually. Maybe she just like actually ran away. Yeah, could be.
信じられそうか。
But we don't know yet.
ちゃんと女の子の方にも裏取ったし。地下が混ざってたのは地味にショックだったけど。
Okay, don't know who that is. Also, according to Takaya, even amongst that group, there was still nobody who could compare to Setsuna. There was even some sort of competition between the guys to try to get a better chance with her. Really, this girl they call Ogisu Setsuna. I was like, Chika is the Tomo? Maybe? That's exactly how foolish she can be, despite being blessed with such a strong feminine charm. Oh, oh, oh?
何？セツナちゃん、知り合いの女の子に声かけられて、そのまま2人でどこか行ったって。
Oh no. Oh no.
知り合いの女の子？
Oh no.
パーティーの出席者だと思ってたんだけど、こうして全員の所在がはっきりしたってことは、誰か友達と偶然会って、そのまま飲みに行った。
Oh no.
というか、どうも。
What if Tomo bited her? Oh no, maybe the Chika is not Tomo, but... Oh no. Oh no.
なんだよそれ。
She didn't tell anyone from her family where she was going, broke her curfew, and even turned off her cell phone. Slipped away from the crazy high-class party, ran into a friend, and is out drinking with her all the way past midnight.
何やってんだよあいつ。みんなに心配かけまくって。
You didn't confirm that? Okay. And the two went off somewhere on their own, yeah. So you just assume they went drinking. I'm still afraid.
喜ぶべきことじゃん。俺のネタがガセって確定してさ。いや、本当悪かったよ。適当なこと。
What do you mean rumor just ended rumor? Wait. So they clarified that already? Wait, what did I miss? Went off on their own? I thought that's someone else from the party, but now we confirmed. So she met a friend by chance and went drinking with her. Yeah, so they're just... Okay, probably rather almost certainly the case. Okay, so they just assume. Okay, this is terrible. This is bad.
竹谷悪くねえだ
This is actually bad.
悪いの俺じゃ。ごめんな竹谷。最初に忠告してもらった時笑い飛ばしときながら。
お前の指示はいつも的確だから構わねえよ。あと、イオにも今度礼言っといてな。男連中への連絡の一部をあいつにしてもらった。
Nice.
逆じゃないのかよお前。
その辺はデリケートな話題なんだから突っ込むな。もともとあいつにも声かけてな。
Oh. Other little incidents went down between those two AC.
それじゃあ本当に悪かった夜遅く。俺もう少し適当に探して帰る。
Yeah, you better.
なあ、ハルキ。いい機会だ。せつなちゃん見つけたら。
Yeah, really should have.
竹谷。
今のお前、ちょっとだけ素直じゃん。昔みたいにせつなちゃんのことを怒ってるじゃん。チャンスだよ。
Huh.
口に出して怒ってやれよ。お前がどれだけ心配してたか、どれだけ辛い思いをしたか。
そんな辛い思いをしてたのは。
God fucking damn it, Haruki.
せつなちゃん絶対喜ぶから。お前だってせつなちゃんの笑う顔見たいんだろ。
そんなのは。
とにかく俺は忠告したからな。じゃあな、おやすみ。
Yeah. Takeda didn't wait for any response and abruptly hung up. Actually, it's probably because he didn't want to hear me still wallowing in my indecisiveness anymore. The streets of Onjuku are as wide as they've ever been. Now that I'm out of clues, trying to find Cessna on these still bustling streets seems but impossible. Precisely because she knows how unlikely it is, she let me a tiny silver of a chance to hang on it. Not just for today, but tomorrow, the day after, before the year's ends, or even next year. She let me a chance for us to move forward again, a chance for Setsuna and me to talk again. God damn it.
先輩
Is that because I always have my head down in deep thoughts like this? I wonder I never noticed this pupil of mine, even when she's standing right in front of me.
さっきの人とりあえず電車に乗せてきました。ちゃんと駅で降りれるかは微妙ですけど。
Wait, what? Who? Managed to get her on the train?
ありがとう。
Oh, yeah, she was like escorting the girl that was like in the hotel with the two guys. Yeah, okay. True. Just as expected, whenever the two of us comes together, we end up sticking our noses into anybody and everybody business. The medical department guys will probably be staring daggers at me right now, starting tomorrow.
どうします？今から心当たりの店をしらみつぶしに探します？
いや、もうそこまでする必要はないよ。
Haruki, I would not be so certain.
どうしてです？
Yeah,
見つかってないですよね。
yeah.
心配じゃないんですか？
It doesn't kind of it almost doesn't feel like Haruki. He's laying it off.
今の電話でそれほど心配じゃなくなった。
I think normally Haruki would be like, try to find her until he's certain.
どういうことです？
I summarized the important bits of Takeya phone call just for now for her. The worst case scenario has more or less become impossibility. The girl she's with right now seems to be a close friend of hers. Sure. It's a rumor, so you can't even tell. And it seems like it's about time to think of how to scold this girl who, without telling her parents, just wandered off drinking somewhere for no good reason.
そうですか。よかった。
They are too happy. Something's going to happen.
よかったはないや。
いや、もう大丈夫だ。悪かった。つまらないことに付き合わせて。
万が一の方じゃなくなったってのは全然つまらないことじゃないですよ、先輩。
I mean, it's our mother's chat that I finally get to see an expression of her dad, although I'd never seen before. It's exactly as I imagined it would be. If you wore this expression all the time, you would look pretty cute. To think she almost made me blurt out something so corny, she certainly does have the charm to make the guy fall for her. So, this is what she's like on the inside. It's like I'm surrounded by nothing but amazing people.
にしても、さっきの先輩はちょっと怖かったです。
Yeah, he was very serious about fighting Setsuna.
ごめん。
Yeah.
結構慌ててたから。杉浦にもいろいろとひどいこと言っちゃったかもしれない。
怖かったのはむしろそれとは逆で。
Skari was actually opposite.
確かに慌ててるはずなのに、どんどん冷静になっていって、研ぎ澄まされていく感じがして。電車を降りてから急にスイッチが入ったみたいになって、そこから急にすごく頼もしくなっちゃったから。
気のせいだろ。俺は別にいつもと変わらないって。
そうなんですよね。先輩のこと頼もしく感じてしまう。
Oh, wow. Okay.
やっぱり夜の繁華街が
Now be the streets on the night of Scary, huh? Quite a change from like what it was like you saying last time. Like, yeah, I just like always go home like alone and stuff. Like, no deal.
いや、な。
That's probably because these past 3 years in the university raised my skill in this field a little more. Because I don't want to repeat the mistake of letting the indecisiveness lead me to make the worst possible choice. But up until now, all I've done is run away from making decisions, so I never got a chance to really experience a situation like this.
さてと、じゃあ今からどうしましょうか。もう帰ってるか、お店の家に電話してみます？
Check the places.
もう少し心当たりを。
Send her off, accompany her back. Why would I send her off, to be honest? What's even in the choice? If there would be like any choice, I would expect like, I don't know, like actually a third choice. Actually, I would expect like accompany her back, should send her off, or the third choice, look for Setsuna. I totally expected the search for Setsuna be an option. She just proposed, like... Yeah. Okay, I'll just save. I'm so mad there's no option to like, let's search for Setsuna together or something like that. But if we stay with her, we can like actually still talk about probably Setsuna and maybe her whereabouts, maybe we can find something. Anyway, I will just accompany her back. And that and yeah, like we have like one missing person already tonight. I don't want to have another person missing, just in case, so I'll just accompany her back. There's no reason to like send her off. Like there's like literally zero reasons for that, I would say. I don't know. I'll just, yeah.
もうそろそろ終電やばいし。
そうですね。お願いします。
いいの？
何がです？
Very cooperative.
いや、
I'm almost 030, I certainly wasn't joking when I said we're close to missing the last train. Not to mention, apart from places like Onjuku, you would hardly see another soul on the streets this late at night. However, that little you're right. She said just now, clearly wasn't referring to the train schedule. And also, she will take me up to my offer. Compared to her no thanks, or simply ignoring me outright, it's unbelievable improvement considering only a few hours have passed.
けれど、さっきみたいに家まで送るはなしですよ。そしたら今度は先輩が帰れなくなっちゃいますから。
けど、もう0時過ぎ。
さすがに駅からタクシー使います。1メーターだけどこんな時間だし、運転手さんもダメとは言わないでしょ。
Okay.
まあ、それは。
行きましょうか先輩。確か土日だと終電50分なんですよ。大丈夫だとは思いますけど、ちょっと急いだ方が。
ああ、そうだな。
Well, past midnight on these restless streets, so Yura makes her way to the station. The light is spring in her step. She started working early in the morning, ran all the way to the restaurant to the station, and did a sizable amount of walking here on Juku as well. What a grass, what an energetic girl.
何のんびり歩いてるんですか。急げと言ったそばからそれですか。ちゃんと歩調を合わせてください。
You were in the tennis club or something. Don't expect too much from me. She is energetic and very fussy junior of mine. We really should have like searched for sets now. That's terrible. Okay. What's happening? And another arbitrary decision I made after almost giving up ironically led me to an answer. Oh. Is not here? For some reason?
刹那。
Oh, she's actually here. Okay. Why you are here? You're getting back home also on the last train? Oof, okay. Oh. She's standing there before the entrance, staring up at the ceiling absent-mindedly. Okay. What are the chances? Holy crap.
鷲尾行き最終電車まもなく発車いたします。お乗り遅れのないようお願いいたします。
Hi.
終電行っちゃったね。
Uh-huh. I found Cessna by the ticket dispenser with more than 5 minutes left before the last train would leave. Oh, she deliberately did not go. At that point, we could have taken our time walking towards the platform after passing the ticket gate, and still had plenty of time to spare. Cessna didn't seem to want to move from that spot, however, and I couldn't bring myself to rush her, given her reaction.
どうしよっか。どっか泊まる？一緒に。
Wow.
一休みしたら帰るんだよ。タクシーで。家族が待ってるだろ。
She said it so happily and smiled and stuff that this is almost scary. Damn, that's uncomfortable actually. Even so, I asked her if she wanted to go find somewhere to sit together. She followed me without a moment of hesitation. Which means the reason behind her not wanting to move back then was most likely not the result of having drunk too much.
高弘くんから電話あったんだよ。今日遅くなるって言ってなかったんだって。
そっか。それで春樹くん。
Oh, yeah, not because I find out and I was like worried about you. It's only because your family told me. I mean, we weren't in the touch, being close and stuff, so Haruki kinda have no idea what is happening around her anymore, so we happened to bump into each other on these busy streets. Seems to be too fateful of an explanation for her to accept. That's why, even after I had explained myself, her gaze apathy fell to the ground with the expression on her face. That suggested she'd expected something like this.
ああ、うるさいな。お父さんもお母さんもいい加減にしてほしいよ。
Don't say things you don't
そ
mean.
んなことないって。いい人たちじゃん。電話繋がらなかったって。だからみんな心配して。
ああ、電池切れちゃってたみたい。まあ、私
That's a bullshit. Even so, there should have been plenty of ways to get in touch with them, like borrowing your friend's phone or buying a charger. There's no way you wouldn't be able to figure that out, right, Sasa?
仕方ないか。いろいろと巡り合わせが悪かったな。どうだったパーティー。
とっても楽しかったよ。
Sure. Oh my god, this smile is so painful.
そっか。
誰も
Jesus.
すっごいお金持ちで、お父さんが院長先生だとか、会社何台持ってるとか。
Oh my god.
その御曹司も書くやってか。
Oh my god. Ah. I can see this like I can see this kinda like a payback. To be honest, she remembers the phone call, and we know she's like she's probably depressed and stuff, right? And this is like, even if like she does not intend it to be probably like a payback or something, that she wants like Haruki to feel like shit. Basically, she's like comparing him and stuff. Basically, at this point, like, hey, yeah, these guys are like way better than you. Wow. Like the ocean passage familiars, yeah.
そりゃそうだろう。うちのしかも医学部だもんな。
みんなとっても優しかったよ。今度初滑りに行こうって話で盛り上がっちゃって。
I mean, it can be just like like her impression actually about them, but we know that she did not have fun there. She's like playing this all either for like just Haruki to not worry about her, or as the payback, or both. But yeah, this is just so fake, and this is like scary. And there's just regular old pickup lines. Did you really show those guys that smile of yours?
そっか。よかったな。刹那、雪が好きだもん。
About that.
パーティーの後、友達と会ったんだって。
よく知ってるね。
知り合いに医学部のやつがいて、そいつもパーティー出てたから。
知り合いって青山さん、伊藤さん、岸山さん、日比野さん。
Damn.
いや、
ま、いいや。彼女、永瀬さんとはね、パーティーで仲良くなったの。
Oh, so you actually went with someone who
だったんだ。
you just met on the party with some girl. Okay.
初対面。
Well, that's actually unexpected. And the first time you met.
す
Okay.
ごくあけすけで、ちょっといい加減なところがあって。でも、
話だけ聞いてると、なんだか女っぽくない人だな。
かなりの美人だったよ。それに、とってもいい人。時間。
そうなんだ。
Was it actually Tomo? And she's just bullshitting Haruki now?
本当に、今日は最高。
This probably is.
楽しくて、嬉しいこといっぱいあって。
When they go separate ways, like Sasuna will go to home, like she's going to cry so much. I'm calling this now. What do you mean today was the best? It's pretty much been the worst for me. Do you have an idea how much trouble I went through because of your whimsical little stunt? You're getting way out of line. And yet you are not saying this.
酔い冷めた。そろそろ。
Oh my god, Haruki. We have every right to be angry. And Sasuna too. Like, get pissed on, like, Haruki that he cheated on you with Kazusa. Ah, god damn it. Just scream at each other already.
あのさ、刹那の家の人たちには、今日は一日中、俺と一緒にいたって説明してあるから。
一日中、春樹くんと。
Okay, yeah.
今から言うことをちゃんと覚えて。俺たちは今日、
Oh wow, he just prepared the whole thing. Oh god.
高原美術館に行ったんだ。
Yo. He just prepared the whole story already?
美術館。
で、美術館に閉館までいて、近くのレストランで食事して、いざ帰りの電車に乗ろうとしたら、そこで休日ダイヤだって気づいた。電車はまだ動いてたんだけど、本数は少ないわ、 接続は悪いわで10時に帰るはずが大遅刻。結局最後の乗り継ぎで終電を逃した。そんな感じ。
Sure. What about the phone?
私の言い訳まで準備万端なんだ。さすが春樹くんだね。
覚えた？じゃあおさらいだ。
Wow.
俺たちが今日出かけたのはどこ？刹那。
忘れた。
じゃあもう一度最初からな。俺たちは
She doesn't want to hear this.
嫌だ。
嫌って。
私嘘なんかつけない。春樹くんみたいに平気でそんな
Yeah.
つけないよ。
Oh my god, yeah, the difference. It's like, from Setsuna perspective, it's like Haruki is taking the relationship basically too lightly. He's just like, yeah, I can just bullshit them about our relationship, like, no problem.
それは勝手に作っちゃった俺が悪かった。でも
いや、そんな楽しくて嬉しい嘘
Yeah.
絶対に顔に出ちゃうよ。そんな嘘をついてる自分が惨めで悔しくて。
何言ってんだよ。楽しかったんだろ今日。
Yeah, that's the thing. And also, yeah, I can't say that I like this face will give it all. And yet she lied about the party. She realized that as well now. It must have been way more fun than fake date. I randomly come up with the spot just now, right? So what do you mean? You can't even tell a lie as simple as that? Oh yeah, because oh yeah, okay. She lied about party being fun. No, wait. She told a happy lie because she said it was fun on the party. Anyway,
さあ帰ろう刹那。
overthinking stuff a little bit.
一人で帰ったら。
そんなことできないって。
Ah,
つけたのに置いて帰るなんて。
Naruki, that's not. Oh my god.
いいよ。私なんかほっと。
Oh yeah. Okay, here it is.
刹那。
Now's the time. Get angry below a fuse. That's setting her straight. Tell Setsuna that what she's doing is wrong. Tell her just how inconsiderate she's being. Tell her how terrible her behavior is right now. Tell her to stop being so petulant, that she's a way out of line. Come on, man up already. Just this once. I need to be the pot calling the cat back. Just this once. It's a proper way to handle this. Just this one time. I need to be frank with her. I need to be angry with her. I need to show her how much she's worried me, how much she's made me go through. She's trying to provoke me too, isn't she? In her roundabout way, she's practically begging me to get angry with her. Pretty much, yeah. I'll say it. I'm saying it because I'm Setsuna's.
刹那。
やっぱり怒ってくれ
いい
ないんだ。
加減に。
Damn. It was about to and she's like, you're not going to get at me, mad at me. Holy crap.
こんなに拗ねても、こんなに春樹くんを困らせても、
It was just a fraction of a second.
使っても、説教もしてくれないんだ。
That's the first time we see Flash like this.
してくれないんだ。
On the CG. Araki was about to. We missed each other by the Maria have brief.
なってくれたら嬉しかったのに。待ってくれたって、もっと嬉しかったのに。
Oof. If it happened just a tiny bit earlier, only if Setsuna could have held on a tiny bit longer. You still can do it, I think, but yeah, it's harder now when she's like crying and saying this. But it's all too late. That one fatal second made all the difference.
伝わらないんだろう。どうして空回りしちゃうんだろう。
刹那。
No matter how much Setsuna laments the whole situation, two people we have already missed each other once can never come back together again. Because now my spirit has been shattered and Setsuna herself has broken down as well.
水曜だってそうだったんだよ。
水曜。
That's the day my cell phone had a record of incoming call from Setsuna. Yeah? That must be part of the reason why Ara collapsed today. Not a trivial one either.
春樹くんが連絡をくれたからだから今週だって同じ曜日の
Also, Setsuna, you are not like
もしかして
screaming for about Haruki as well, like what he did. So, god damn it. During the whole time I was restless, wondering if Setsuna would call again. Setsuna was suffering from a much deeper anguish.
だから勇気を出してかけてみようってそんなことを決心するのに丸一日
That much is given. After all, I only thought about being the receiving end, but Setsuna knew how I would respond. Yeah, like, Setsuna usually get angry on Haruki. Haruki pretty much want the same thing as you. Just get the fuck angry on each other. Why you are such a failure at communication? Ah!
本当はすごく声が聞きたいんだけどでも電話だと時間が遅すぎるかなってメールとどっちにしようかって決めるのにさ
Wow. That's why she could only take the initiative. And left with no other choice, she could only build up the courage to make the first move.
1時間前になって何を話せばいいのか決めてないことに気づいてキーワードをノートに書き殴って頭抱えて
She couldn't just stay exasperated in the face of all the troubles that plagued her mind. She couldn't just brush it all off saying, "This is just stupid."
やっぱりやめようってそう決心してお風呂入ろうとしたら洗面所の鏡に
Yeah.
ボロボロ泣いてる私が映っちゃってて
The good thing is that she's like actually going off with her actually emotions right now. This is actually good. Like Haruki didn't knew this or like didn't want to know this and stuff. So Haruki getting a little bit of like what's happening with Setsuna actually. This is actually a good part. But it's like seriously get angry at each other. Like I swear. Even though this really is just the stupidest thing imaginable,
や
yeah.
っぱりダメだって一度声を聞いてしまったせいでもう一度声が聞けないと我慢できないって
Even though there's nothing other than sheer foolishness that could cause her to remain obsessed over the cruel and utterly horrible person that I am.
やっぱり会いたい
You don't get it, Haruki, goddammit. That's a ridiculous line of reasoning. Wait, what? What I really wanted was to see you, yeah.
どんどん自分の中の欲望を抑えきれなくなってって
I like this, that she's like opening up like that, but... Yeah, Haruki now entirely missed his chance to get angry, actually. Like, how can you get angry at her at this point? Right now, in this situation, you know? Yeah. It caused Setsuna own tender but foolish feeling to stab at her heart. And then there's me, only acting as I usually do. I'm the very definition of the bystander who's neither able to bring himself to take a step forward, to hold her in arms, nor bring himself to turn back and just run away.
春樹くん好きな人できたのかな
Ooh.
少しは吹っ切れたのかな
Brave and very good question. I like that question from Setsuna here.
あれは
Setsuna gathered what little courage she had and pressed the call button in the middle of the night that Wednesday, but the voice she heard on the other end wasn't mine.
もしそうなら今度紹介してね大丈夫私変なこと言わないから
I actually highly appreciate what Setsuna is doing here.
態度
Oh wow! I'm really surprised that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. She's not like that. We're not like that at all. She's just a friend who goes to the same seminars as I do. We're too focused on finishing her paper that night. So we missed the last train, like we did just now. I had to reach my bed and I slept in the bathroom. I know how unbelievable it sounds, but nothing happened between us.
早く
Oh. But there's no point in making an excuse like that.
私を楽にしてよ。
Yeah. I got chills. Oh god. Not only would it prove meaningless, it will only continue to serve as the vicious curse that would half-heartedly shackle Setsuna to a state of uncertainty.
自由に。
Damn. In that case, it doesn't matter if it was all just a misunderstanding. If this is what it takes to set Setsuna free, then I will. Don't lie about stuff like this. Like, every lie that you made so far is like fucking terrible. I know that she wants to like move on, but like, you know, you're going to tell her like, hey, yeah, she's my girlfriend. And then like, she's going to talk with Koharu or something, and Koharu will be like, wait, what do you mean? I feel like he's like your boyfriend. Like, he's have nothing to do with Chiaki. What do you mean? Like, there's so much stuff like up around them that like saying that he's like with Chiaki, it makes no fucking sense. From the perspective of how many things can go wrong out of this.
今のなし。絶対になしだから。
Damn.
刹那
The turmoil. But the moment I show even the slightest sign of backing out, Setsuna once again falls into denial and cuts me off.
何も聞こえなかったよね。私。
Oh my god, yeah. She actually doesn't want to let go. Ah, god damn it. She don't know what to do. This is how we spent the last 3 years with each other.
全部忘れて。ここで私が言ったことはみんな嘘だから。
Damn.
お願いだから。
Yeah.
何も聞かなかったことにしてください。
She have no idea what she wants to do. I can work up the courage to break up with her, nor I can work up the courage to say I still love her. You pretty much broke up, like, goddammit, years ago. Don't even pretend, like, stop playing pretend that you're with her, come on. And because I keep leading her on like that, Setsuna can just, can't take a step in a new direction either.
迷惑かけてごめんね。帰るよ。
Why has it turned out this way? We're supposed to have tried to get closer to each other. And we should have gotten closer. But then, why has it turned out like this? Damn. Damn. Oh, we're getting backstory. Back to the high school. Oh, okay.
しみた。ごめんね、春樹く
Hmm?
いやそれほどかもしれないような。
ん。もうちょっとの辛抱だからね。消毒終わったから。
You got hurt?
絆創膏貼って。
What is happening? Is it like his finger starts bleeding because of the guitar? It's like Kazusa's like training him to the point of bleeding.
ごめんなさい。
軟弱者。
Yeah, okay, probably.
痛いものは痛いんだ。
Wow.
指の皮がめくれたくらいで何よ麦様。
毎週めくれてるんだよ。もうこれで8枚目だ。
Yeah.
だったら慣れるだろ。そんなのただおぎそに甘えてるだけじゃ。
Wow.
はい、おしまい。ほら、痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。
The good times. Well, kinda good times because not necessarily. Yeah. Like Kazusa's in the picture and yeah. Yeah.
あれ、もしかして変だった今の。
Why did they react to that? Did Kazusa did something like that before? No, but because Haruki would know that. Not sure.
いや、刹那らしいといえば実
Oh, okay. So they're just like, yeah, okay. I thought like maybe this was somewhere or something.
だからいつの間にか映っちゃって。
これで学園のアイドルとか。
Pretty much.
そんな自覚ないし。
自覚があろうがなかろうが明日を過ぎたらもっと大変なことになるぞ。
まだちょっと痛い。 もう神経がむき出しになってるんじゃないか、俺の指先。
それは押さえ方がおかしいんだ。私はギターで指の皮がめくることなんかない。
Okay.
そこまで言うなら指見せてみろよ、トーマ。
ガチガチだよ。
そりゃ最初からここまで武装されてたら破れるわけないよな。
Okay.
もう細い。それに白くて綺麗。これでどうしてあのすごい音が出てくるんだろう。
それに指先冷てえ。
Wow. Haruki.
二人して人の指で遊ぶの。さあ、休憩終わり。始める。
そうだね。本番まであとどのくらい？
本番まではまだ少し余裕あるけど、実はそろそろ出ないといけない時間。
もうそんな時間か。なんか腹減ってきたな。
I wonder where in the time period it is.
投資で
Exactly.
になったら腹いっぱい食べればいい。
そんなことしたら学園祭終わるまで寝ちゃいそう。
なら学園祭終わるまで飯抜き。
Wow.
極端から極端に走る。
じゃあ行くよ。
もちろん。
Okay. The old sets now. Oh. Do I know this? Like proof? Is it my bad? As my head gradually recovers from its hazy state, the inevitable reality of my current situation begins to settle into my mind. I see, I fell asleep. I finally fell asleep. And at the worst time possible. I've slept so much that I'm now left with only a few hours until the deadline. Oh yeah, the deadline for the magazine. Yeah, sure. Quite some time has passed since then. After taking Cessna back by a taxi, we ended up being scolded by her father at the morning. Her mother, who never actually slept, had already prepared a nice hot breakfast for us by the time it was all over. Just like how it was 3 years ago, strict and warm. What is this? Have I been crying? Yeah, that's been a lot to take in. Oh. By the time I returned to my apartment, it was already Sunday afternoon. I turned on my PC right away and just stared at the display for a few hours without moving a muscle. Time idly passed by with no progress on my part. I've tried several things in attempts to change my mood, including lying in my bed, drinking a whole can of beer in one go, and in sorry attempt to emulate shock therapy and staying outside in the freezing cold for several hours in order to cool my head. Wow. Then Sunday turned to Monday, and night turned to dawn. There was no fever, no discomfort, and I couldn't even fall asleep, despite the fact that I was sleepy. That's why, even though it was almost time for class, I ended up skipping it the way an average university student would. After that, I remember groaning to myself in front of the PC until 11 o'clock. And right now, looking at the clock, I'd say most people would unanimously agree that it's currently Monday evening. Today's the deadline for the manuscript that Mari rejected a few days ago, and you did not even start working on it. A special report on Touma Kazusa, the promising young pianist who became famous almost overnight. It's like writing a scandal, basically. After waking myself up with the shower, I find myself facing the display of the PC yet again. The product of the exaggerated flowery prize that had been rejected last week remains there, in all its disappointing glory and mockery of my choice of words. No, it's not my literary ability that ridicules me here, it's actually my cowardly self, who is somehow forever incapable of coming to grips with the truth about a certain person. I need to write about Kazusa, I need to write about her, about the thoughts on her mind all those years back, how she lived and what kind of person she actually was. I have to remember the times we shared, much like I dreamed of a while ago. I have to remember the times when we still called each other Setsuna and Dogiso, Touma and Touma-san, Haruki-kun and Kitahara. I have to remember what she said, both on the night we looked up at the stars and the time when she was in the days from her fever. I have to remember the unreasonable pent-up resentment and the pain she spilled out on me. I have to remember the week we spent together before the day of the school festival. I remember those days when I had the most fun, days when we were the happiest in my life. That day, I want to go back to that day 3 years ago. Damn it, I'm crying again. Yeah, Haruki really wants to be with Kazusa. And yet he's like not breaking with Setsuna. This is like... It's not even possible to fix like their communication issues. How do you fix this? Like, they are not even willing to fix anything. I mean, kinda willing, but they're so terrible at that. That is so frustrating, actually.
私に？うん。編集部着付けになってるけど、送り主が北条大附属学園になってたから。
Okay.
北条大附って。
Interesting. Something from Koharu? I mean, that's the only person like that we actually know. Actually, no, there's actually Setsuna brother too. Like, you know, like relevant character basically from the Hojo High School at this point. Like, there's like 2 characters.
北原くんがこの前取材に行ったところですよね。だからマリさんでいいかなって。なんだろう。そういえば北原くん、今日が締め切りですよね。初仕事で総没。
あの程度でへこんでたらとてもじゃないけどうちじゃやってけないから。
バイトなのに彼。
来年うち受けるって言ってる以上今のうちから鍛えておかないと。
Oh, he will like he want to actually work here. Oh. So he's treating this part-time job as actually more serious than any other part-time jobs. Like he actually want to work here. Okay.
受けるって言ってるだけで採用されるかどうかは。
取るに決まってるじゃない。松岡取って北原落とすってどんな人事よ。
それは松岡には言わないであげてくださいね。
あ、
何でした？
DVD?
Oh. Oh, DVD from the school. Oh, the event. They will know that Haruki, Setsuna, and Kazusa been like actually playing together. Oh, they don't know that he played with Kazusa. This article is about Kazusa. Oh wow, everything's going to be spilled. Everyone's going to know everything. At least like that they knew each other. They don't know like their like relationship and stuff, like what happened. But at least they will know that hey, they played together. Like they know each other and stuff. They were actually close. Yo, this is actually big.
例の海洋グラフが出てからお前らで5組目だよ。諏訪までダビングしろとか言ってきたし。
Okay.
何しろヨーロッパで優勝だからな。
ヨーロッパのコンクールで準優勝ね。
杉浦がさ、東間和沙とうちの姉ちゃんが親友だったって言っても全然信用しなくて。で、
Yeah.
まあ、そういうことにしとく。
And she also saw the picture that Haruki had, right? When we were like searching for Setsuna. So she's curious as well about that.
お前の姉さんも伝説だからな。
俺にはそこがよくわからないけど、あんなの
Yeah, I know.
普通の姉ちゃんだぞ。
なら弟変わってくれ。だいたい3年連続ミス北条大夫なんてな。少な。
他の学校からミス北条大夫は出ないと思うけど。
そういえば本物のミス北条大には出てないんだよな。あれに優勝したらテレビ局か芸能界入りはほぼ約束されてるってのに。
そりゃあ今は彼氏がいるし、しかもラブラブだし、一昨日なんか夜中の3時くらいに一緒に。
Yeah.
さすがの
All the lies piling up. Yeah.
しかし考えてみると、あの東間和沙とあの小木曽刹那のユニットなんだもんな。
I mean,
確かにこの動画将来値打ちが
like
出るかも
they didn't like break up like officially, right? So people going to talk and like assume that they're like boyfriend and girlfriend. Koharu the same. Like she dotted here because she's interested in Haruki, I guess, but like she still thinks like Sasuna is actually his girlfriend. She doesn't know like the whole situation. He didn't show her that yet.
能書きはいいから早く見せてよ。3年前の。
分かってるって。確か軽音楽
ね
同好会は8トラック目だったかな。
And the track that is playing in the radio in the university. And the Hojo station. Totokanekoi was played at that event. Yep. Where are you? What is this place?
最後にこれは個人的にも聞きたかったんですけど、次回公演の予定は？もちろん主演女優は今度も瀬能内明さんですよね。
Okay.
一応2月を予定してまして、現代が舞台のラブストーリーになる予定です。
へえ、ラブストーリーですか？
Okay.
今までのワトスの方向性とは違いますね。
女優と言いつつ、今まで全然女やってなかった瀬能内が、とうとう女ってものを真正面
Why do you have this random radio?
どういう作品になるか全く想像がつきません。
そういうこと言っちゃうんですか？瀬能内さんすごく綺麗じゃないですか。私毎回見に行くくらいファンですよ。
いや、でもあいつマジで女じゃないですから。それどころか、初日前なんか人間ですらなくなるし。
またすごいこと言いますね。
What is this random?
役に没頭してるって意味ですか？
Huh?
役作りに関しては本当鬼です。
Rose?
のめり込みすぎてしばらく現実に戻ってこなくなるくらいに。
それはなんというか、次の舞台がまた楽しみですね。
期待してもらっていいと思います。また団員一同全力で頑張りますから、ぜひ見に来てください。
今日は劇団ワトスの上原代表に来てもらいました。
What a stroop.
上原さん、ありがとうございました。
Okay.
どうもでした。
はい、ではここで一曲。
Totokanekoi. Let me guess. Yep. Where are we? Why are we playing actually Totokanekoi? Oh, okay. I thought like we are going to have like some kind of like goddamn like ending or something. Like that felt so weird. Oh, this is like autoplay.
ラブストーリーって話が出てきた。
Wait, what?
やっぱりこれですよね。
This is an autoplay. That was home of Chucky, probably. Okay. Back to Haruki. Why I have like random segment of automatic play?
父親の顔も名前も知らないし、母親とはここ数年一緒に暮らして
Yeah, okay.
渡されてるカードの上限がないし。
Credit card doesn't have a limit that's like insane. Oh, this is not automatic play anymore.
私んちの事情、そんなに複雑じゃないし、普通に想像した通りだし。でも、だからこそ、ムカついたっていいよね。
Being irritated for no reason, yeah.
意味もなく嫌になった。
Oh, they're like watching the performance. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Your part-timer played with them. Yep. Yep. There it is.
なんで
Yeah, that's pretty personal. Who would keep that secret? Yeah. Like, why would you miss opportunity to like saying, hey, I'm friends with someone famous?
何よあいつ。いいじゃん別に。普通にかっこいいじゃない。
Yep, the cat is out of the bag. In the department at least. And actually in high school too, because Koharu knows now. Okay, back to autoplay. Never mind.
あの人の娘でいる。
All the memories of Kazusa are coming back.
やめようと思ったの。
I can hear like keyboard in the background. So these memories are actually what Haruki thinks of while he's working on the article. I think this is just like him browsing through his memories, remembering Kazusa while making the article. That's what we are seeing here. Yeah. He really goes like full on the full journey here. This doesn't seem right.
懐かしいな。俺このステージ生で見たんだよ。
すげえ盛り上がってるよな。俺たちの3年間で。
私の知ってるあいつは。
Yeah.
いつも人気で。
You don't know, Koharu. You don't really know how much stuff happened.
やってること大したことないんだけどな。楽器はギターとキーボードだけで、あとは打ち込みだし、何しろ歌ってるのが姉ちゃんだし。
だからここまで盛り上がったんじゃないか。
And Koharu has own thoughts about this. Yeah.
どうだ杉浦。
And he's so happy here on the stage.
本当にトーマカズサとユニット組んでただろ。でほら。
Actually playing with them as actually a bunch of friends because he still like didn't have confession from Setsuna here and stuff. This is just before the point of no return.
Huh?
Yep. I saw the music room back then? Wait, what? Music room back then, wait.
私やっぱりピアノが好きだ。
You saw Haruki before but you didn't realize that? Because he's older now and he may look a little bit different?
母さんも実はそんなに。
Yeah, we know Kazusa, we know.
だから私は自分の選んだ道が正しいって信じてる。親孝行をしてくる。これからは刹那みたいないいやつになるんだ。
Ah, that kinda hurts. A good girl like Setsuna. Damn. And he's done. Yeah, that's out of trauma to put on the article. Finished. I finally finished the manuscript that had me groaning in the front of my desk because of how I've been incapable of progressing with it for almost the whole day. And it took me only an hour. Yeah. I'm very curious what Koharu said back there. That this boy is the one that I saw in the music room. So she saw him before in the high school, in the music room, but she never realized that it's him actually now in his university. So she must have been like in the first year while Haruki was in like third, right? Because Haruki graduated just after the festival. Okay. Maybe she couldn't like really took a glimpse of his face maybe back then or something. Very curious about that one sentence. But in the same hour, I've also spent an entire day worth of mental energy. Exhaustion and listlessness assault my body. If I were to relax just a little bit, I'd probably lose consciousness in an instant. Yeah, that's a lot. That's not just the fatigue that I can feel across my entire body though. I can feel a multitude of feelings piling up into my heart. As well, I can feel something drilling into it, a stream of warmth coursing through it. And excitement welling up inside, yeah. Like, this is the difference between Setsuna and Kazusa, I think, in Haruki perspective. Like, even though he does not want to remember stuff about Kazusa, he pretty much have, like, no problems remembering her at the same time. I mean, he has problems with remembering this, but it's way easier for him to think and to write and stuff about Kazusa because he actually loves her. And he have issues with like communication with Setsuna for like past 4 years. Like non-stop. Anyway. This complicated barrage of emotions and my mind spiraling in confusion, making me unsure of what I'm really feeling right now. I sold her out. I revealed to the world the secrets that should have been belonged to the three of us. Yeah, that's what I said, like it's more like a scandal, and also he's the only one who would know about this stuff, so people who would read this, and I'm speaking about actually Kazusa and Setsuna in specific, they will know that he did this. Who knows, maybe Kazusa is going to actually treat this as a betrayal, maybe, of their friendship or something. Maybe Setsuna going to actually feel like betrayed, like it was supposed to be just for the three of us. You know? I'm kind of afraid what will happen when this goes public. I'm really afraid actually about this. Like I said, like it feels almost like a scandalous, like making a scandal. Like Kazusa just like it's like famous and won like second place, and then you suddenly like show the world that she's not what she seems to be on the TV. And yet I fell into the state of ecstasy, remembering everything about her, despite having committed such a cruel act of betrayal. I remembered everything, how she never opened her heart to anyone, her status as a prodigy of the music program, how she struggled with the regular curriculum, how she was usually irritable but mellowed out eventually, and how she was frank, yet not so honest after all. Having remembered all those days from 3 years ago, I grinned, laughed, and my tears flowed out as I sobbed as well. Yeah. Also, anti-advertisement for the high school, I guess, kinda. Like, how dare you bash Kazusa in high school? Or actually, advertisement because she's been actually in this high school. But that's like common knowledge, I guess, yeah. So yeah, people just will know, like, yeah, people did not like her in the high school back then. Even so, I have no intention of worrying about either my guilt or my satisfaction. I need to send her my second draft. A deadline was midnight. We're talking about Mari-san here. There's an obvious difference between email sent at midnight and the email sent at 6 in the morning. That's why I need to send it now. If I pass out here, I won't be able to wake up by tomorrow morning for sure. I feel so incredibly relaxed after all. Be it Setsuna or Kazusa, or our 3 years of frustrations together. At this very moment, I've sublimed them all into beautiful memories. When did I say the sentence to just now? Was it to someone a 30-minute walk away? Or to someone more than 10 hours of a play in the right way? Was it to only one of them, or to them both? I neither have the meaning nor the need to know the answer anymore with the way I am now. Did he send it? Did you send it? God damn it, I didn't hear the click from the keyboard. Did he send it? Oh, she actually got this, okay. In the end, the second draft of manuscript that I sent with every last ounce of my strength I could master, I wonder like if she like, I can't believe that's actually the truth.
Mari-san, だから北原君は
そうそうこの際だから努力くらいは認めてあげましょうよ一応
何も分かってない奴らは黙ってろ
Yeah, he kept that secret. And I've been waiting nearly the same reaction to the one I received that I submitted my first draft. Also, actually, I wonder if Mari is actually the rest of the business woman that I thought. Like, maybe she's actually going to scold Haruki for like burying everything actually into the newspaper and getting everything out into the world, while it was supposed to be a secret between the three of them. You know, like, hey, you're betraying your friends basically right now. I wonder if I actually have like moral guide like this actually. Well, in a way, I suppose it's to be expected. Yeah.
その時点で本人はそう思ってました 後で誤解だったって判明するわけですけど。
北条大夫では周りとのレベルが合わず、ついでに周りとのコミュニケーションも取れず、クラスメートと1年間一言も喋らなかった。
一応入学したての頃は少しは話してたみたいですけど、主にひどい喧嘩だったそうです。
遅刻無断欠席は当たり前。教師からも見捨てられ、
Pretty much, yeah.
素行不良で何度も問題を起こし、2年の終わりにとうとう音楽家から放出。
Like I said, like pretty much a scandal is going to appear from this.
でも卒業だけはなんとかなりました。
Like the perfect Kazusa like picture is going to be ruined, or people are going to call them liars actually by posting this.
うわー、何このゴシップ。世間に名前が浸透する前からいきなり
Yeah.
さすがは東間陽子の娘って言われそうだな。
まずくないですかね。もともとアンサンブルの編集長が東間陽子と知り合いだったから取ってこれた特集記事なんでしょこれ。
But this time, it's not because of the issue with my enthusiasm, but rather the actual content of my submission. The revelation does seem a bit more promising, so I suppose I managed to take a step forward. Though it's entirely possible that I will end up taking 2 steps back as well.
誰に聞いたんだこんな話。学園関係者。
Nope, that's me.
本人です。まあ3年前のことですけど、でもエピソードそのものはそれよりも前のことばかりなので問題ないかなと。
Maris will look at me with her usual stern expression. The other employees present also began taking a look at the manuscript Marisan passed over. And they grasp their heads in uncertainty as they attempt to digest the article. The metaphor turned out kind of weird. I guess that's because I used my head too much yesterday.
本当に載せてもいいんだな。
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I said. Like, this is like dangerous to be printed in so many layers. Marisan's expression is clearly different from the one she had when I rejected my first draft, though. That much I'm sure of. In any case, although she remains stern, there is no hint of regret or disappointment in her eyes at all.
それは今の段階では何とも言えません。一度学園側にチェックしていただかないと。取材したことを何も反映してませんし。
学園側のコメントとこの内容は何も関係ないんだろう。なら文句を言われる筋合いもない。
Okay.
そういう考え方もありますね。
向こうには取材したけど使わなかったとだけ言っておけばいい。連絡は私の方からしておく。
Okay.
それって。
We are publishing this. Oh god. It's going to be... It's going to change so many things. It's going to change so many things. Oh god, everyone's going to know. I mean, they will not know that this is from Haruki and stuff because this is about Kazusa. Like, they will still not know like about her like personally. But yeah, like seeing Kazusa in different view, and most importantly that Haruki actually revealed this part of Kazusa to the world. The people who knows, they will know that this was him. On the contrary, her words no longer carry the tone of the how do we fix this thing, but rather, how do we get this thing to pass?
私がいいんだなって聞いたのはそんな形式上の意味なんかじゃない。これがそのまま掲載されて日本中の人の目に触れることになっても
Yep, pretty much. Like I said, like it's personal.
だけの真実じゃなくなっお前はいいんだな。
Okay, so she actually wants like his acceptance about this. Oh, I didn't get a choice. I felt like I'm going to have a choice or something. He actually go with this.
すまなかった。
I'm very curious where this is going.
はい。
This is a rare occurrence. Marison just brought back a topic that was supposed to be finished. And she didn't do it out of anger, but rather out of an indescribable feeling of awkwardness and embarrassment.
初仕事でいきなり酷なことやらせた。実は相当後悔してる。
That said, she still hasn't really stopped speaking like a man.
そんなこと。チャンスを与えてくれて感謝してますよ。
そうじゃない。そうじゃないんだ。
Despite her forceful tone, however, she isn't speaking straightforwardly at all.
北原ならこれくらいやれるって思ってたし、結果だってちゃんとついてきてる。
ジョー、
さっきも聞いたろ。お前はいいんだなって。
Yeah,
言ってる意味が。
I like her. Before I could finish, and with her gaze still downcast, Marisa hands me a flat plastic
工
case.
場大福から昨日届いた。同封してあった手紙には、8トラック目に。
Yeah, we saw the video. Sealed within the case is a plastic disc. Plastic disc? Single disc, sorry. On the cover, School Festival 2000, and Day 2 stage performances is written in bold with a permanent marker.
で、言われた通り再生してしまった。本当にすまなかった。
何も悪いことしてないですよ、マリさんは。
Rather, creating this awkward mood in the first glance is what she should really be apologizing for.
私、北原に言ったよな。お前には同級生としてのコネを期待して。
Yeah.
誰も知らないトーマカズサを発掘してこいって。
言いましたね。
それがどんなにお前を傷つけることになるのか。知らなかったとはいえ、配慮にかけてた。悪かった。
Like, if this article is not signed up by Haruki basically name or surname, it will be just known by few people that this is actually Haruki who made this. And like, most questions and stuff will be towards the magazine, but if like his surname actually appears under this article, everyone in the university and high school are going to know. And they will question him so much. Oh god. I wonder. That's not your fault, yeah, okay. That's not your fault, all Marisan. The words I wanted to say were sealed away by her logic before I even had a chance.
北原みたいなガッチガチの堅物がこんな派手な経歴と才能と容姿のお嬢様。
Oh!
また配慮にかけてた。
Oh, you figured it out?
お前のことを女にモテなさそうとか、あんな美人と釣り合うわけないとか、そういう風に思ってるわけじゃ。
I wonder if you think that they were friends or you actually figured out they had feelings for each other. I wonder if you figured it out.
またしてもすまん。
気にしてませんから。
If she figured it out of DVD and the article about Kazusa, I'm impressed. I mean, like, article about Kazusa is way too personal for them to not be at least friends, okay? At least. So maybe it's not that surprising, but still. People have been saying the same things to me since the fall 3 years ago. I could even call it part of my identity now.
実は結構動揺してるんだ。自分が結構致命的なポカをやってし。
前者は何も気にすることはないですし、後者はできれば気にしてほしい。
そうはいくか。お前に関してずっと引っかかってきた違和感に。
何のことですか？
言ってもいいのか？
言ってくれないとわかりません。
I should have changed the topic. Even though she's my superior and even though I'm just a lowly part-timer, I had no need to follow protocol and ask for clarification like the proper employee.
北原が今みたいに無理するようになったのって、トーマカズサが絡んでるんじゃないのか？
How distasteful. That's almost the borders of sexual harassment, Mari-san.
前にも言ったかもしれないけど、私には。
Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah, she's right here. That's the only sarcastic reaction that come from the come to mind hearing what she said.
してるってだけならまだしも、それが若さから来る前向きな無理に見えない。
Seeing many for the result of the drive that you, yeah.
年寄り臭いですか、俺。
精神的自滅願望がある。ような。
Yeah. Wow, she's so good.
けど、過剰なまでの常識人としての資質が、そういうとこを覆い隠してる。
I like Mari.
心の中では破滅を望んでるけど、
Yeah, she's growing on me.
もともとが真面目だからなかなか踏み切れないと。
まあ、ぶっちゃけるとそういうことになるか。
それは かっこ悪いですね。
Yep.
ほら怒ってぶち切れたりしないし、いつも抜きたはず
Yeah.
論理的に否定もしない。
Yeah. Just like you did with Cessna. Only now I did notice that the corners of my lips were curled upward. Oh my god, that's actually creepy. The other side of me was laughing at myself as I wrote the manuscript yesterday. Is now standing before Marison with the evil grin spread across my face. Even if I've already admitted it to myself, if somebody else were to see through me and hit the mark, the only thing I could possibly do is desperately deny it, like a contrarian. With that, Marisa seems to have finished what she had to say and is now simply staring intently at me. She seems to be seeking a reaction from me. That's not just a hollow smile. Ooh! Yo! Oh, wow. What do I do now? Holy shit. I've moved on already. It's not that simple. Oh my god. What are these options? I move on already on Kazusa? That sounds like bullshit. Maybe like actually like him writing this whole thing as like, you know, yeah, I left my past behind me already. I make it public and I just move on. Like it's not the secret between the three of us. I'm too old for this shit. I don't think it's that simple. Like, I want Haruki to move on, actually. We know it's not that simple. I feel like both options are good. But to be honest, saying I've moved on already feels more like lying to yourself again. But at the same time, it's not that simple, it's just going back to like usual Haruki, like he still like would be the same. As much as I want him to say I've moved on already, I just cannot, to be honest. I just cannot. I just feel like I'm lying to myself. He did not move on. It's not that simple. So even though I can bring myself to admit everything, I can at least swear that I will never wear that whole smile ever again. I firmly reject Marisan's concerns and stare at her with the equally firm gaze. Although she's figured out one half of the horse story, there's no way she could figure out the other half. I would have been able to get over it if it involved Kazusa alone. Yeah, probably. That's why I also felt like I moved on already, because moving on doesn't actually mean just Kazusa at the same time. Like, moving on from Kazusa would mean that you moved on with Setsuna as well, but that's not the case. Like, there was like so many like no-go things basically with the moving on. Like, that's just blunt lie. You could even say that her current circumstances didn't really end up being the main issue for me here. But we were a group of three. No matter how small a fraction of our lives it was still a time we laughed, struggled, and overcome our difficulties together. They were irreplaceable parts of our lives.
悪くなかったでしょ、あの記事。
誰が何と言おうと最初の記事はボツで、誰が何と言おうと今回の記事は合格だ。あれはよく書けてたよ。
ありがとうございます。
That's why even if I lose hold of those wonderful times and memories, I can't rely on someone else's power to try and get them back.
さてと、それじゃ仕事に戻る。北原はもう今日は帰っていいわよ。
Things will be different after the publishment.
少しくらい残るのはいいでしょ。浜田さんの方、明日校了だって言ってたし。
Oh.
勝手にしろ。勝手にしたら
Did she accept my decision to reject her concerns, or is she shocked to the point of speechlessness? Having finally corrected her forced tone at the last second, Marisa finished her break and returned to her battlefield. And so I...
さて、俺も頑張るか。あまり無理をしない程度にな。
Having celebrated my first job well done with a can of coffee, I immediately began searching for new areas of conflict to serve as my battlefields.
春樹さ、月曜ゼミに来なかったよね。私ずっと待ってたのに。
That's unusual for you to not getting to the seminar even though you were supposed to teach me stuff. Okay, well, that's for the next episode. We're going to... Oh, just quick save. Yeah. Sorry. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for watching. Great episode. An article is going to be out. It's going to be such a mess. I wonder if like Haruki's name going to be under this article or not, because it kind of changes stuff in the depends. Like, I mean, it will change on who will know basically about Haruki relationship with Kazusa, right? Because if this is an anonymous article, like they will, like people will still like try to figure it out, like who the hell knew about this, right? So basically, people who know about the DVD probably will know. And obviously Kazusa says that, but yeah, anyway, very interesting, like, I would say even a plot twist, like, Haruki actually agreed it to let it go, to like, let it go to the public and stuff. I don't think he moved on, that's why I chose, it's not that simple, like, I don't think that's the case, but he did left behind, that I can admit that. He left behind the secret, the secrecy, basically, between the three of them. That part he left behind. He moved on with this one part in particular, but not like in bigger picture. That's why I feel like I could not pick the... I moved on, basically. That was my thought processes here. But yeah, anyway. Thank you for watching, let me know in the comments what do you think, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, I'm going out.